You are on the Transparent FX Academy. I'm Nick, and I'm a top author on TradingView, and in today's video, we will be breaking down a pair both from a technical and an order flow perspective to understand where are the best probabilities for a trading opportunity on the pair to obviously be capitalizing on it. So the video will be both very educational and practical, so without further ado, let's get straight in it. Okay, so it's definitely time to speak about what we have on BTC USD with all the hype that is going around it. Since the market has now created all-time highs, so it's definitely time to make a full breakdown on it to see exactly where is the next opportunity from a swing trading perspective on it. Now, as usual, what I will be doing is breaking down this market both from a technical and in order flow perspective with the commitment of traders, which is what hedge funds are doing in the market. So the biggest speculators in the market, what are they doing on BTC USD? And by the end of this video, you will know exactly what we can be looking for on it and where are the best probabilities for this market. So without further ado, let's get straight into the analysis. Now, starting here from the monthly time frame, what we can see is that the market had tested and rejected multiple times a very important resistance area, which was this zone here, which was tested here as resistance, again tested here as resistance, again here acted as resistance. And as you know, in the market, once a resistance area is broken to the upside, that resistance is turned support. So when the market created this impulse here to the upside, breaking above this resistance, all this resistance was turned support, and the market broke above it, went for a retest of this new previous resistance, now turned support, and created this massive rejection to the upside, rejecting the support that the market had found at this level. Now, specifically from here, I had made a full breakdown of BTC USD exactly when the market was here, explaining all the reasons for which we wanted to see the market create this move to the upside. And that is exactly what the market did. And by the way, I will link that previous analysis in the description so you can go and check it out for further reference and more free education. You find everything linked below. Now the market has created the move to the upside. So where is the next opportunity for it? Now, after a market creates a all-time highs, at some point it will need a retracement to grab some liquidity before the continuation to the upside. Specifically, if we go down on the weekly time frame, what we can see is that in all this massive impulse to the upside, the only time in which the market created some structure was exactly at this area here. In fact, what we can see in this area is that the market had found resistance at this zone. The market then broke above it with this green candle, and at that point, previous resistance is turned support. The market tested it with this candle and created this continuation to the upside, rejecting this previous resistance turned support. So from a weekly perspective, we have a market which has bullish structure and has just created a massive impulse to the upside. Now, going down on the daily time frame, what we can see. Now, from a daily perspective, first of all, we have spoken about BTC USD a few days ago after the market had created this overextended W formation. Now, after the creation of this overextended W formation, I made a full breakdown of BTC USD explaining all the reasons for which we wanted to see the market create a retracement at least to the 0.32 of the Fibonacci taken on the daily impulse. So from this low to this high. And what we can see is that the market has retraced exactly to the 0.32 of the Fibonacci taken on the impulse as we wanted to see. And by the way, I will link in the description also this previous analysis so you can go and check it out for further reference and more free education. Just a quick reminder, make sure you comment below and you let me know which pairs or topics you would like me to cover or analyze in the next videos. Now that the market has completed also this pattern, what is next for this market and how we can be looking to capitalize on the next move for it? Now, as we can see here on the daily, we have a very similar situation to what we had from a weekly perspective when I spoke about it earlier when we had this structure here. In fact, if we look at what happened here, we can see that we have one red candle, which confirmed this area as resistance. The market then broke it to the upside, retested it with this red candle, and created the continuation to the upside. And if we go down on the daily, we can see that we have a very similar situation as we're speaking. We can see that the market has created a red candle creating resistance at this zone. The market has then broke above the area with this green candle, and this resistance is now turned support here. So we are testing previous daily resistance, which is now turned support, from which, yes, we can easily expect the market to create a continuation to the upside if the market will respect this area as support. Now, if we go and see what we have from a COT perspective, so with the commitment of traders, which is what hedge funds are currently doing in the market, what we can see is that usually we have a lot of hedging going on from an institutional perspective in this market, with a lot of longs and shorts basically covering up each other. However, with the last report, what we can see is that hedge funds have increased their shorts by 1.6K, increasing their short exposure from 82.3% to 87.3%, bringing the net positions to minus 3.6K. So we're starting to see some increase to the short side and short exposure on BTC USD from an institutional perspective, meaning that we might actually see a retracement coming quite soon, considering that this market is definitely quite overextended to the upside. So how we will be approaching this kind of opportunity and situation with students? Now, as usual, we will be reactive and not predictive. Until the market remains above this area, from a daily closing perspective, we cannot be looking for any kind of shorting opportunities. Otherwise, we would be shorting a bullish market that is above daily support, which is never a good idea, is definitely too risky. So until the market will remain above this previous resistance turn support, we will not be looking for any kind of opportunities on BTC USD with students, because the market can easily continue to the upside and create a higher high. So until the market will remain above this support, we will not be looking for any kind of opportunities on BTC USD with students. However, if the market will manage to break below this support, at that point, things get quite interesting, because if the market will break below this support will be turned resistance. And after the break inside of this area, this is exactly where we will be monitoring price action with students from a 4-hour perspective. Now, why 4 hours? Because monthly, weekly, and daily combined with the COT data are the best time frames for the direction of the market. But when it comes to confirmations and entries, the best time frame is the 4 hours. So if and only if the market will manage to break and close below the support, at that point, after the break, inside of this area, we will be monitoring price action from a 4-hour perspective with students, waiting for the market to provide to us one of our valid entries. And as soon as the market will provide to us one of our valid entries, we will be taking a nice short with a very good risk to reward and very good probabilities at that point for the move to the downside and for the market to retrace all the way down to the previous resistance, now turn support, possibly to complete this overextended W formation all the way down at the neckline. If you enjoyed the video, make sure you smash that like button and comment below. It really does support the creation of more free analysis, education, and updates for all of you. You can also go and check out the mentorship program. You find the link in the description. It's a very complete program. You first learn all the rules of my rule-based strategies, and then you trade them live with me. Every single day you get a new daily market breakdown showing you exactly how to apply the strategies with entries, stops, take profits, as well as having me answering all your questions every single day. So I really suggest that you go and check it out, and I will see you in. The link is in the description.